Okie dokie. I just gotta go off. So, Onision, the big topic right now, because he's going to explode soon. Chris Hansen's after him. And what does he decide to do? What does he decide to do? Did you hear that? Meh, it's not for me, I know that much. But what does he decide to do? He decides to make a fucking Eugenia Cooney video for the umpteenth hundred time. I think he's up to 73, 74 videos after saying he was going to stop. Ooh. That turned out to be some fucking bullshit. She's been begging him to stop. He can't do that. Dude, Onision, if you're... Who am I kidding? You're probably fucking watching this. Because, you know, stroke that ego like it's your dick. Am I right? Dude, like, what the fuck? Can you just not grow the fuck up? Can you not just, like, take a step back and say, hey, I have fucked up. Maybe I should change. You want to know who can do that? Me. I have done some fucked up shit in my past. I'm not going to lie and say that I haven't. I'm a borderline too. Ain't that a shocker? Me? A borderline? No. Don't go to my other videos. But yeah. Dude. You gotta step back from the situation. See where you fucked up. And fix it. You have to be... Dude, you're older than me by 3 years. You have to grow up. You have to get a job. You have to defend those kids. Because the reputation that you are setting on the internet right now, the reputation that you're setting is going to fuck up your kids' future. Yeah, you don't give a shit though. You don't give a shit about your kids, right? I mean, that's the topic that we should be talking about. How much of a shit that Onision does not give for his kids. And if you are watching this, sir, please listen closely. Kids are horrible. You have a horrible past that is on the internet, which, by the way, I guess nobody told you this. Whenever you're on the internet, if you happen to post your shit online, people are going to review it. You post in a public forum instead of staying on Patreon, you know, like Kai was smart and decided to do, but for some reason people are actually paying for Patreon to put that shit on YouTube. Don't get why. He took the high road. You went off of YouTube, which we've been begging you to do for years, but he at least learned. I don't know why I said she. Didn't even look like that much of a girl whenever she was a girl, so I do really think she's transitioning, unlike a lot of people I watch. I'm like, but I do see that she should take therapy and see whether or not the transition is because she's trans and not because, you know, she's abused. I mean, most evidence does point to she's abused, and that's why she's transitioning into a male. Like, I don't know. I do really feel like it's an abuse thing. If you look at the history of you defeminizing women, you know, having them shave off their head or you force them to. I'm ranting on tons of topics because you are too stupid to realize that you posted this all online, you asked for it. The receipts of all the people coming out are pretty much the videos that you have posted in your past that have been re-uploaded. Like, can you just not? Like, I can't believe you've been stupid for over a decade. Oh no, I post stuff online and people are saying something about it? Oh no, I must copyright strike them because I'm a scared little pussy. That's all you fucking do is copyright strike people and treat your girls like shit, treat your boyfriends like shit. You treat people like shit, and then you think nobody's gonna say shit about it. But most of all, you're fucking your kids up. And I guess I'm the only person bringing this up. And I think a lot of people need to bring up that there's children in the house, and he's making videos detailing shooting people like crazy, which he really shouldn't have a fucking firearm. Like, all the stuff he's posting now is... I tried to rewatch. I'm too old for that shit. I think YouTube's too old for that shit. The new audience should just pay for his Patreon or whatever and just stay there. His audience should just be a Patreon thing. his website should be ran like an adult site where you have to pay to sign up and you have to be at least 18 years old. I mean, if they really, really were smart, they'd do that. Me saying Onision smart. What the fuck is wrong with me? Him being smart ever while he's on the... Oh my god, and I can't believe that I'm getting into it again. Like, I seriously can't. Thought I outgrew the drama, but... Dude, Chris Hansen's getting fucking involved. So there's a little bit more evidence out there that he's getting a hold of that nobody else has. Because for him to actually be like, okay, this guy, he might be a pedophile. But then again, the evidence is what he, Onision, puts out himself. I am ranting on tons of topics, probably running in circles. I do that a lot. It's part of the borderline, which, by the way, as a borderline, this is my fun part, where I bring up Shane. Shane should definitely do a special on him because Shane was one of his FPs or favorite people, and borderlines like us, we get obsessed. I mean, I'm still obsessed with some people, and it's something that does not go away. Ooh, it doesn't go away, great. You just learn to cope with it. You learn to get over those instances of obsession that your mind does, and you move past it. It takes a while. I'm still working through it, but you can do it. Thing is, with borderline, you gotta push yourself to change, and that's what I'm noticing he's not doing, which means, yeah, it's getting worse. Yeah, he's gonna be dipping into the narcissism, historical even, and like other different personalities. So yeah, you may see narcissism in him at some point. You may see some other personality disorders, but I mean, I listen to the messages too. I mean, he said himself in his voice he has borderline. I think he has antisocial personality disorder, but I just got, like, you know, I only got a psych degree. I mean, who am I to say shit? But still, I was like, it's technically an associate's degree, even though I went 4 years. They weren't allowed to do bachelor's. I'm like a semester away from a bachelor's in psychology. No, yeah, a semester away for psychology, 2 semesters for English. I'm double majored. Anyway, look at me acting like I'm special. It's not that big of a deal. Degrees aren't that big of a deal because you're just learning like all of one subject instead of every subject in the world. So I see degrees as meaningless. And that's just me. I'm not a dumbass like Onision, who has borderline, who's not going to therapy, very obvious, who's not journaling, who's not doing DBT. He's not doing that. He's not doing anything to better himself, just make it worse on himself and the future for his kids, which is what I'm fearful for. Boy don't want to get a real job and wants to take money from people who do have real jobs. That's what I don't get. Like, is Onision scared to get a real job? Like, nobody discusses why he won't get a real job, but I bet Kay would. Like, Kai. Like, I could see Kai actually leaving him, getting a real job, getting his life together. Like, that I see happening, and we shouldn't give Kai too much shit because of the situation. Oh yeah, Kai groomed somebody. Do you see who Kai's living with? Like, the Tinder profile, I kind of feel like Onision started in her name, but, like, I don't think that was her Tinder. I mean, his Tinder. I fucking, this pronoun shit, I suck at it. You should ask my ex. I keep on going back and forth between she and he. My ex is transitioning too, so I'm just like, it's really hard for me to stick to pronouns, especially whenever I don't use them in conversation. But yeah, I think Onision's ruining the future for his kids, and I think that he should be arrested. I honestly do, because the videos about Eugenia Cooney, and like, even if you do it after she said stop, it's harassment. It's literal harassment, and I believe that Eugenia Cooney should file for harassment. I don't think that Greg has any space to talk about her and should be respectful, but Greg being respectful, that's never going to ever happen. I'm aware that whoever's watching this is aware that, like, he's never going to stop talking about her. Really, really wish that he would, because, like, he is damaging to a lot of people, and the new fans do not get how damaging he is, because they haven't been around for years. I'm 30 fucking years old. I've been around. I saw the Shiloh upload and freaked out. Like, Shane, Chris Hansen, y'all team up and do a documentary on his ass and get him in jail, please. YouTube's begging you. All the users on YouTube are begging for it now. Get Onision off of YouTube. Like, hashtag that shit if you have to. I know I'm not popular and not many people will see this. If you see my other videos, you see I don't give a shit. I don't post that much. This is like my first post in over a year, it feels like. I think the last post I did was whenever I got surprised by a bear. Which happens a lot here. Yeah, I know it wasn't the last time I got surprised by a bear. I did not post that. But have you ever seen a bear walk down the sidewalk? I can at least say in my lifetime I have seen that. It's surprising. It's surprising. It's just do right there in the fucking sidewalk whenever I'm trying to get back to work from a break. But yeah. Onision, buddy boy, buddy boy, buddy boy. Please grow up. Take a step back from the situation. See the pain that you have caused and how you inflicted it, and how part of it is to blame, because it takes two to tango in a couple. So breakups are on both people. Do I blame my exes for all of my breakups? No, I blame my exes and myself, cause, like, I'm fucked up. I'm not going to blame my exes for the complete breakup. It's a half and half thing. I was a pissy bitch, made them a pissy bitch, you know. But I admit, I mean, I'm not going to say what and all I admit to, but I do admit to that to them personally. I talk to them personally, which is what Onision needs to do, is to personally talk to these ladies. To personally talk to these ladies and tell them his side and tell him why that's his side and try to defend himself. So Onision, where's your fucking receipts? Where's your proof that this is lies? Because their proof is your video. It really is. So I'm wondering where the proof is that they're making it up, whenever you're the one who posted their truths. Like, you're the one who wants to post all this info online without realizing you're going to get reviewed for it. You're posting in a public forum instead of private forums like your own personal website and Patreon. You're not wising up to just stay there. So I'm wondering, why are you still posting to YouTube if you're such a pussy bitch that you want to copyright everything? I mean, it doesn't make sense. You're a scared little girl that can't take criticism, and you won't. It's not exactly that you can't take it. I bet you can take it. I bet you can take it like a royal bitch, but what I'm surprised about is that over all these years, it hasn't hit you in the face yet that it's going to continue until you're off of here. And yeah, if I get lots of views because I made a Onision video, an Onision rant, mind you, if I get tons of views because of this, like, big deal. That's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this so you can see it and hear me actually bring up your fucking children, so you actually kind of try to step back and realize, if I make a bad reputation online, when my kids try to get online and people find out they're my kids, are they gonna give them shit? You've been on the internet. Are they gonna give you kids shit? Come on. Are they gonna give you kids shit? I'm waiting to hear. Oh wait, yeah they are. Because kids are horrible. And if they're even in a child's community, they're still going to get bullied. And the older they get, the more people are going to be like, oh, I bet you're just like your dad. Are you going to fuck little kids too? Or even worse, they're going to say you fucked them. Are you ready for people to start saying that one? No, but you want to continue this. I mean, I know you're on shock humor, so I can do shock humor too. I can get really bad in the shock humor, and you have kids, and you're labeled a pedophile. Trust me, my humor can get dark, and if you want to get really, really dark, I can bring up all the shit that could happen in the future to your children, or, ooh, what about revenge? Ooh, didn't even think about that one. The revenge, once they're legal age. Your kids are fucked and you don't give a shit. And that's what pisses me off.